Hi everybody, welcome to Simply Scuba and welcome to the dive brief. In today's video I'm going to be breaking down 5 of my favourite dry suit undersuits because we're coming into the fall period, autumn time, and it's obviously trying to get a little bit colder, so you're bringing out your dry suits because staying dry in the water is the best way to keep yourself warm. But just because you're dry doesn't necessarily mean you're warm, and you do get different grades and different levels of dry suit undersuit. So I've picked out 5 things that I think you should be wearing just to make yourself a bit more comfortable and a bit warmer in the water. First up, we have the Fourth Element J2 base layer. Now this is not really an undersuit, but it is. It's a base layer. It's a little bit thicker than a rash vest, but this makes a whole world of difference to be worn against your skin. So this is very clever, very breathable fabric, and it's very effective at wicking moisture straight away from your skin. As soon as you get inside a dry suit, you're basically in a sealed plastic bag, so it gets very humid very quickly. And to stay warm, the first thing that you need to do is keep yourself dry. So if you're keeping your skin dry, and that's what the J2 is doing, it's in turn keeping you nice and warm. It doesn't add too much bulk or buoyancy. It's not that sort of thick material, but what it does do is keep you dry. But it also has antimicrobial, antibacterial kind of sort of treatments to it. So on top of keeping you nice and dry and comfortable, even if some moisture or water does get in, it's also killing any nasties. So one, the garment doesn't smell, but you don't neither. Next up, we have a classic that's always been in like sort of top 5 undersuit materials for a long time. It's the Fourth Element Arctic. Can't go too far wrong with the Arctic. This is used for police forces and I think some military forces around the world because it's a low bulk but warm material. 2 different layers on the inside, and it's very effective at wicking moisture away, but also creating a nice insulating layer of air, which keeps you nice and warm. It's available in a few different variations. You either get it as a 2-piece suit. So yeah, if you've got big broad shoulders, but a skinny waist, you can get 2 different sizes, or you can get it as a single piece. That way you're always covered. It's just a big onesie. You also have the Expedition range as well, which has some slight upgrades to it, but for most divers, the traditional Arctic is real hard to beat. Next up, the Bear SB undersuit range. So again, this is available in either a single piece or a 2-piece undersuit, men's and women's as well. So again, you're getting all of that sort of control. But what this has is the fleece itself. It looks pretty standard, but actually it has OmniRed technology in it, which is very clever, and it effectively reflects heat that's radiating out of your body and reflects it back towards you. So that gives it a great warmth to weight ratio. It's relatively thin, but because instead of just holding onto the heat, instead of holding it in the fabric, it actively pushes it back towards your skin basically. So you have a relatively thin undersuit, but you're staying just as warm as a thicker undersuit. Sticking with thinner undersuits, we have the Santi Flex190. So this is kind of a summery autumn type of undersuit. It's much thinner than a lot of other undersuits, but the material itself, again, it's very clever in the way that it's low bulk, but it's maintaining its warmth. So you could actually dive this. It's rated down to 7 degrees Celsius. So despite its thin material, it's actually very effective at keeping you nice and warm. Smart little design. Santi are very good at their dry suit undersuits and their dry suits, the rest of their range as well, but just for everyday use. It's designed with a scuba diver in mind, so it has pockets that you can actually store stuff in, and it's very easy to move around in. Comes in some very unique sizes just to account for different people's shapes and sizes, so it's definitely on my top 5 list. And for when things turn really cold in the water, you have the Santi BZ400X, or just the BZ400 range in general, because this is available as a traditional undersuit, but there's also the 400 Extreme, which actually has heating coils built into it. You connect it to an external heating battery that puts power into that undersuit, and it basically keeps you warm. It has coils all across the front of the chest, down your arms, down your thighs as well, across your back. It has connectors to have actual heated gloves that have elements down each finger. So if you're diving somewhere really cold, you can have some extra juice to actually warm yourself up. But even the standard version, the BZ400X, is very, very effective. Again, with these clever new materials, it is a little bit thicker than the 190, but actually it's not a thick, heavy, quilted undersuit. It's relatively low bulk, but incredible at keeping you nice and warm. Again, with Santi's features all sorts of things from underneath the arms. You have a separate material that's stretchy, so you can reach your valves behind you. You have a two-way zipper as well, just for convenience. You have pockets. Again, pockets are very handy for a diver outside of the water. So if you're diving in colder waters or longer dives, then definitely check out the BZ400. And those are my recommendations for dry suit undersuits right now. My main one is that J2 base layer. As soon as you add just a simple base layer, you're not adding that much extra buoyancy or bulk, but they do make a world of difference to keep you that much warmer in the water. You can wear it under any undersuit and it's going to boost the warmth. All of these are available from our website, simplyscuba.com. You'll find links for all of them down in the description below, but also let us know what your favorite dry suit undersuit is in the comments below and why. Thank you for watching, and of course, safe diving.